My beloved child, come close and hear what I, your heavenly Father, wish to speak into your heart this day. I know the trials you have faced, the uncertainty that plagues your mind. Fear not, for I see all and have fashioned circumstances beyond your understanding to bring about that which is for your good. This season has not been without tribulation, yet in the tempestuous storms you have seen flickers of my light guiding you ever homeward. The billowing winds conceal from sight that safe harbor I am preparing, though doubt assails on every side. Take comfort, my son, my daughter. The subtle workings of my hand anchor your vessel secure. The raging sea cannot overtake what I protect and preserve. You've spent many days crying out for relief from deep pain and sadness that no one else could understand. You've been waiting for my promises to take away that empty feeling of hope that's been put off for so long. I've heard every one of your cries, and I've been there to soothe your restless, weary heart. Now, the right time has come for those long-awaited promises to finally come true. Faithful one, you have not labored in vain, despite the adversary's conspiring whispers that my spoken word to you could never come to pass. Indeed, his deadliest weapons are crafted to rob remembrance of my unchanging character. When I declare destiny over a barren womb, I don't need human design to order sequences in accordance with natural law. I breathe life, awakening dormancy, and unseen anatomies rearrange in response to my yes. Call to remembrance, O you of little faith, the primacy of heavenly paradigm over fallen existence. I am the author and initiator. Creation bends to my directives. Fear not the scope of long-held vision that stretches beyond earthly means to fulfill. Man-made parameters of plausibility fail to limit my eternal being, not confined by dimensionality. My reach exceeds knowledge to perform that which lies outside mortal potential. Take heart, child of my kingdom. No threshold constrains the true king. I ordain the end from the beginning, engineering design aforetime to align with glorious climax in due season. Trust in me, even when you can't predict how things will unfold, and together we'll reach a moment of great revelation. Though veiled from awareness, constantly I navigate circumstances advantageously, that my word prevails unthwarted unto completion. Trust in my goodness, my beloved, when cherished dreams seem to shrivel upon the vine, just ripening to sweetest taste. Don't you realize that just as a gardener fights off harmful pests and thieves without you seeing, I am in control, secretly nurturing and protecting the fruits of life with love. Nothing can surprise me or change my plan for a rich harvest. My angels guard this flourishing garden, keeping it safe. Trust in my care, for nothing can harm what I am watching over. Thus I bid you today, incline your ear to the heavenly frequency, resounding past clamor of outer chaos. Listen for my whisper through tumultuous winds buffeting concentration. Shut out riotous demands, perpetually vying for precedence over my gentle tones. Deal sternly with the distractions, firmly refusing diversion from fixed gaze. Ascend summits in spirit with me till cacophony fades to distant hum below. Attune yourself to nuanced direction flowing in the world above, innocent of frenzy and strain. Don't let the noise and chaos of life guide your decisions. Instead, find time to be quiet and connect with me, away from the turmoil. As the Prince of Peace, I want you to stay calmly in my presence, gaining confidence for your next steps. In this quiet place, let your actions be guided, not by what's happening around you, but by what's important in my kingdom and our close relationship. My dear child, hold tightly to the plans we make together in our quiet talks, for they are full of lasting truth that goes back to the very beginning. Listen to my advice, which comes from a higher place than earthly opinions. It's untouched by the usual decay and confusion of the world, and it remains steady even when everything else is shaking. This guidance is like a rock, keeping you stable even when the world is in moral turmoil. The wisdom I offer is safe from being corrupted or stolen. It's not influenced by changing ideas that come and go. Stay focused on my unchanging truths, which stand tall above temporary popular beliefs. My constant principles will guide you correctly, keeping you safe from changing ideas about what's right and wrong. Don't be swayed by the world's flexible standards that change under pressure. Instead, embrace the unchanging reality from heaven, which will give you the strength to stand firm with integrity. My dear one, the time of challenge is here. You might feel overwhelmed as things get tough and your strong beliefs in me are tested. But remember, as things seem darker, the guidance from my throne becomes clearer, helping you see the way. You have the map and compass. Open up the plan I've given you with confidence, paying attention to every important detail. Be encouraged by my unchanging promises that have stood the test of time, and let my words nourish your soul every day. I've filled many places with my wisdom, and you can find it by seeking me in prayer. I'll always provide you with the guidance you need for what's coming next. Stay true to the core principles, even when others try to push them aside as old-fashioned. The tools and methods may change over time, but if you pay attention, you'll see that the deep truths remain the same, shaping everything in every era. Hold on tightly to the core truths that don't change, even when others try to reshape them. The solid foundation I provide is always there to build on, creating things that are both useful and beautiful through different times. My unchanging nature sets fixed laws in the moral world, which stay constant even as time and chance bring changes. My dear child, cling to this reliable support, especially when times get tough. Following my moral rules will keep you balanced and stable, no matter how much things change around you. In a world where even the lights that guide sailors can fail or move, I am the constant bright beacon. I am the guiding star that brings lost souls back to safety. Whenever you feel lost, look to my unwavering light, and it will lead you safely back to my welcoming arms. Come to me, tired traveler, and let go of your burdens, trading them for a plan made just for you, one step at a time. There's no need to rush or worry about reaching far-off goals too soon. Life's journey unfolds slowly over an endless expanse, not within the tight limits of earthly time. Move at a pace that's calm and healthy, guided by heavenly relationships, rather than rushing anxiously towards an unknown end. In me, you have already reached your destination, even as you continue on your journey home. Eternity is woven into your daily life, working in ways you might not see, but always for your good. Don't just look at things from the surface, distorted by the wear and tear of time. Instead, see your life from heaven's viewpoint, recognizing the careful planning behind everything that happens to you. Ignore any sense of randomness or meaninglessness. Focus on the beautiful, detailed plan I have for you, bringing everything together perfectly for your benefit and to show my glory through those who are devoted to me. Be amazed by the incredible journey from eternity to eternity, driven by my unchanging will towards the goals I have set. What a privilege it is to be a part of my kingdom's purpose, under my power. This sense of awe in joining with my plan opens up new perspectives that were once hidden by human limitations. Now your soul can soar freely, lifted by heavenly currents towards endless horizons of light, beauty, and truth. In this sinless realm, there are no limits to the holy visions you can experience, far beyond what the earthbound mind can understand. The seeds of eternity within you, planted through rebirth, long for the pure atmosphere of heaven, their true home. So come, inherit the unending beauties I have for you, a legacy that grows brighter day by day. Let go of lesser things and embrace the higher calling I offer you. I have opened the way for you to enter the sacred space, where you can walk in blessing and power by my grace and mercy alone. You can't earn this gift. It's given freely to those who believe. So come confidently into my presence without fear. I welcome you back, once lost but now found, once blind but now seeing clearly. You're no longer alone but part of my kingdom, under my just and loving rule. My life flows through you, transforming you into a home for the Almighty. Realize your true identity, redeemed and restored to reign in realms yet unseen. What was lost is now regained, as you stand strong on the foundation of redemption, following the victorious risen Lord. You are a child of mine, built strong and whole, ready to rule with me. My beloved child, I see your heart's desire for guidance, for a path forward through the trials and uncertainties of this world. Know that I am with you always. The strategies and revelations I impart are doorways to the abundant life I have planned for you, tailored to the unique person I created you to be. But first, the foundation must be laid. Before the walls can be raised up, the ground must be cleared and the cornerstone set firmly in place. Obedience is this cornerstone. Careful adherence to my commands allows me to build securely upon your life, so that my blessings may overflow. The nations of this world prize accomplishments, riches, status. Yet even the mightiest rulers bow down when my spirit moves through an obedient servant. Why require this surrender of human ambition and will? Because the mortal mind always tilts first towards self. My thoughts soar higher than yours as the heavens tower over earth. Every strategy I give serves my eternal purposes, unfolding in ways no human eye can yet discern. When you choose the path of humility and trust, setting aside your assumptions about what is best, then my transforming power breaks through. The willingness to obey, even without seeing the reasons, clears the way for me to do things beyond your wildest imaginings. For you, my beloved, I envision a life of vibrant health, prosperity enough to give generously as I direct, rich communion with me through prayer, divine connections in all your relationships, a burgeoning ministry that reaches hungry hearts. If you fix your sight on me alone, detach from other voices clamoring for your allegiance, I will bring it to pass. Every detail will emerge at just the right time because my timing is flawless. When you have need of guidance for the next step, I will be there. When a new opportunity arises, I will highlight it to you if it aligns with my purposes. Each revelation uncovered will prepare you for those still veiled. Move forward in trusting confidence that I know the way through to the destination I have prepared for you. The key that unlocks every door is obedience. In honoring my laws, you honor the lawgiver. Does not a kingdom function best when every subject respects the authority of the king? Then enter joyfully into this yoke with me. It is easy and light because I bear the weight. I carved the path. Your only task is to walk in it, believing I see further than you possibly could. On this journey, share what wisdom and resources you gain freely with others I bring across your path. Teach those I place in your stewardship these same truths I teach you. For the heights of human achievement mean nothing next to a soul girded up in willingness to obey the Maker who envisioned infinity and spoke all worlds into being. Without me, you can do nothing that will endure. With me, your life accrues eternal riches, untarnishable by moth or rust. For this very purpose I chose and formed you, my precious one. Not because you earned my favor through your own merit, what mortal could scale such heights, but because my extravagant love delights in taking the small and weak things of this realm and transforming them into vessels that radiate my glory. Here now is your invitation to participate in this mystery. Walk the path of humility and trust to its destination, allowing my commands to open up your life. Where it may lead, I alone can reveal. But my promise always remains. I will lift up the obedient soul who abandons all for love of me. The way downward into empty nothingness is wide, crowded with those chasing illusions. But drawing near to me along the narrow way of surrender overflows with unspeakable joy. My strategies confound the established order, yet offer the only reliable path toward peace and plenty. Will you take my outstretched hand, beloved child? Will you choose to build on obedience's firm foundation instead of shifting sand? As you walk in harmonious step with me, miracles once hidden become boldly visible. The impossible bows down before your eyes. Again and again your mouth drops open in awe. Truly, I tell you, the extent of my abundance cannot be measured. The reach of my wisdom cannot be grasped. Not even the vastness of your universe, streaming outward forever into infinity, can contain more than a fraction of my transcendent glory. Yet I, the high and lofty one enthroned forever, offer my very self to you in close relationship through obedience. Does this revelation kindle hunger deep in your soul? Then fling wide the gates. Your God awaits, treasures in hand, ready to fill you full and overflowing. My storehouses of wisdom and strategies for life brim with more than enough for every need, enough to generously share. Take this promise as your own. You will live and thrive under my blessing to the full extent your capacity can contain as you walk the path of surrender and trust. My precious child, your heart's longing finds its answer here. You sought a clear way forward. I extend my hand. You hoped for revelation tailored uniquely to the intricacies of your soul. I speak words crafted just for you. The fiery passion of my love spills over in torrents of blessing reserved only for those who fix their sight firmly on me. Here is your invitation, sealed by the blood of my Lamb, who made the way clear. Set down every weight, abandon every pretense of your own wisdom, turn your face fully toward mine. Then prepare to ascend with me, nestled safely under my mighty wing, to soar into horizons of abundant life you have not dared dream possible. The narrow way of faith appears stark and difficult until you stand upon its heights looking back. Then you behold the vast, unending treasury laid open for eternity to those who simply believed enough to obedience's first small steps. In me, the impossible unfolds as assuredly as dawn dispels the night. My promises prove themselves trustworthy in the faithful soul. Therefore come, make your dwelling place here in the shelter of my wing, and discover the truth of my extravagant claims on your own. The lowly, small, and weak I lift up. The willing heart I adorn in robes of royalty. The steps ordered by my light touch unlock mysteries ages long to understand. This life of wholehearted abandon to obedience awaits you, beloved. Will you receive its unsearchable riches? I impart this blessing with the full force of my eternal authority. Walk in the ways I establish for you with attentive care. Then you will live long and well, thrive in every endeavor, bear fruit that accrues to eternity's credit. My hand upon you moves mountains, opens doors, reveals secrets. My joy washes your soul clean and refreshes you for the journey ahead. Here is abundance in overflowing measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over into every corner of existence. It awaits you in obedience. My child, I understand you still have much to learn, but I want you to know this. Obey my commands and be careful to follow them. That is the path to becoming righteous and prosperous. It is the way I have prescribed for you to thrive in accordance with my will. I have been declaring this truth since the very beginning. Adhering to my word is the ultimate life strategy, the foundation upon which all lasting success is built. Many of you are impatiently waiting for me to hand you a step-by-step guide to wealth or clear instructions on starting a business, but I have already revealed the number one strategy in my word: be very careful to observe and follow my commands. There are those among you who fervently pray to me, make sacrifices, and plant seeds of faith. You do all these things in my name, expecting bountiful returns. Yet I search your hearts and see idolatry, the presence of other gods that rank higher in priority than me. Just as Moses was utterly appalled at the golden calf erected by your ancestors long ago, I am grieved by the idols in your lives as well. They may not resemble statues made of precious metals, but anything that usurps my rightful place becomes an idol. For some it is money, possessions, relationships, careers. But you shall have no other gods before me. My precious ones, it is certainly possible to be deeply devoted to me, outwardly while nurturing secret rebellion in your heart. There are believers who seem to do everything right, praying, giving, serving, but downplay or ignore my clear commands in Scripture. Consequently, certain doors of blessing remain locked because of disobedience in an area I have expressly addressed. I cannot violate my righteous standards to accommodate selfish motives and agendas. If you long to experience the fullness of my promises, you must embrace and closely follow my instructions. I urge you to study my word diligently, so you are familiar with my heart and know exactly how I call you to live. While anointed teaching can help supplement your knowledge, you must develop personal intimacy with me through consistent time in my presence. My precious child, do not lose heart. I know situations seem bleak and dreams feel out of reach, but I assure you, better days are coming as you realign your priorities with my heart. If specific prayers remain unanswered, it is often because I have already sent solutions through people you overlooked or opportunities you dismissed. When you expect me to intervene solely according to your assumptions, you risk passing by the very breakthrough I orchestrated. I am always working on your behalf, orchestrating divine connections and opening doors at precise times. But you must trust my timing and methods, which rarely follow human logic or expectations. I see the full picture while you grasp only a fragment. My beloved child, as you walk closely with me in reverence and obedience, I have incredible gifts waiting for you. These treasures, once out of reach, will be generously poured into your life from the storehouses of heaven. In my eyes, you will stand blameless and holy. Think of the benefits that come to those who faithfully follow my commands. I promise to keep you safe from harm and to give you a long, full life, sparing you from an untimely end. You will never be in want, for I will provide for all your needs, protecting you from lack. In fact, I will bless you abundantly, not just with what you need, but with more than enough, so you can give back to me with a heart full of gratitude. Remember, I am the God of increase. When you use what you have wisely, I will bring growth and expansion in every area of your life. You will live in peace and security, without worry for your daily needs, and you will experience the complete fulfillment of my promises. Wealth and riches are in your future, but understand that these blessings are not just handed out on demand. It's essential that your character grows first so that you can manage my blessings wisely. It's through this growth and maturity that you will be prepared to handle the abundance I have in store for you. The moment you wholeheartedly commit to honor me first in everything, transformation will accelerate mightily across all spheres. I will prepare your heart and mind for sudden, radical increase and supernatural abundance as you yield more completely to my Spirit's guidance, cooperating with my plans instead of demanding I submit to yours. You will encounter explosive blessings that leave no doubt I have favored you. Expect the extraordinary as I catapult promising ideas into wildly successful ventures. Watch relationships blossom out of nowhere into profound, life-giving connections ordained from eternity past. I will astound you with miracles, Open doors previously slammed shut by the enemy's schemes, and turn mourning into dancing with an outpouring of joy and laughter. Yes, my beloved child, unimaginable abundance awaits those who selflessly love and pursue me above all. I will channel resources into redeeming all that sin has corrupted, restoring true justice and beauty everywhere. I will feed multitudes of precious children, ravaged by preventable disease and malnutrition. I will liberate victims trapped in cycles of exploitation. I will rebuild communities torn apart by violence and oppression. Every good endeavor that aligns with my compassionate heart, I will anoint mightily through my children. The time has come for extravagant kingdom investment on a global scale. Precious child, do not be anxious over anything, as corrupt economies groan under the weight of misguided priorities. Chaos will intensify globally, as the love of money and power controls world systems opposed to me. But no weapon formed against you will ultimately succeed, as I shield those who dwell in my unshakable kingdom. So refuse to adopt the mindset of this fallen age regardless of alarming headlines. Reject thoughts that attempt to instill panic and instability. Reject visions of the future polluted by the enemy's lies. My kingdom remains unshakable as ages come and go. My beloved citizens lack no good thing. You were created to walk in sheer delight, embracing your true identity as my priceless treasure. Ask me for revelation that enlightens spiritual eyes to see circumstances and challenges from heaven's perspective. My strength will infuse such unspeakable joy that no difficulty can overpower. Indeed, the most brutal seasons will become launching pads for new levels of intimacy with me that unlock realms of creativity you never knew possible. Allow my grace to teach you exponential peace and confidence instead of conditions triggered by this age. As you yield more fully to my loving wisdom instead of popular philosophies, unshakable stability and warmth will envelop your heart. For in my presence all anxiety and fear vanish instantly. One encounter with my glory revolutionizes everything. My dear ones, in these simple words, you'll find wisdom and a way to better understand life. In this vast universe, with its countless stars and wonders, I am there, loving and guiding all things big and small. Remember Solomon, a man who valued wisdom over wealth. His choice to put faith and obedience first brought him unexpected blessings. This same path is open to you. It's not about grand gestures, but about sincere steps in faith. In your quiet moments, when you turn your thoughts to prayer, I am there to offer guidance, gently and clearly. It's like the first light of dawn that slowly brightens the sky. I encourage you to seize these moments with a heart full of faith. This is how you align with the good I have planned for you. Through Jesus, I hope to bring you strength and clarity. I want to help you see the paths I set before you and give you the courage to follow them. Think of my spirit as a friend who walks with you, helping you to feel my presence and understand my will. I am here to empower you, to help you do great things and to find your place in this world. My guidance is like a light for your path, shining through any doubt or indecision, showing you the way of truth and righteousness. My children, remember this simple truth. When you focus wholeheartedly on one good purpose, your life will be filled with a kind of inner light. Keep your goals clear and stay true to the path I've shown you. I'm always with you, helping and guiding you in every part of your life, whether it's your health, your relationships, your finances, or your spiritual journey. When people meet you, they'll feel something of my presence in you. Your life can be a source of hope and a reflection of the good things I've given you. As you grow wiser and stronger, you'll find favor in both divine and human eyes. I promise you plenty of grace to do all the things I've asked of you. My grace is all you need, even when you feel weak, because that's when my strength can work best in you. Be happy, and know that I always want what's best for you. Share these words with others. By doing so, you help spread my message and my blessings. Some of my children really need to hear this. It might be the key they've been looking for to unlock their own potential. Consider the act of sowing seeds, not as a transactional gesture, but as an expression of faith and obedience. I speak to your hearts, guiding your offerings, not in measure of quantity, but in alignment with my divine will. Remember, it is not the magnitude of the seed that moves my hand, but the sincerity and obedience with which it is given. Be attentive to my voice, for I am a God of precision and purpose. In the intricacies of timing and the specifics of seasons and numbers, my handiwork is evident. Doubt not the instructions I impart, for in your obedience lies the unfolding of my divine plan. I encourage you, my dear ones, to embrace faithfulness and obedience. Let your offerings be a testament to your trust in my providence. And as you walk this path of divine alignment, remember to stay connected, to be receptive to the messages I impart, for they are your guideposts on this heavenly journey. And so, with a heart overflowing with divine love and a vision set upon eternal horizons, I impart these words unto you. May they resonate within your soul, may they guide your steps, and may they bring you ever closer to my heart.